Okay. So it has been a minute since the last time that I did an upload, and I thought that it would be great to recap. I think the last time I did an upload for this channel was back in November maybe, or October, and a lot has changed since then. It is currently January 20th. There's a new moon in Aquarius tomorrow. So new beginnings and whatnot. So a lot to recap. So I'll do the small version, and I'm going to tell you that last we left off, I got some more paperwork in the mail saying that if I paid a certain amount, that's all that I needed to do, and that it was gonna get taken care of. And I thought that I was going to be on payments, so that as I'm paying like my rent and stuff, that it would just be okay, and that I was gonna get to keep my apartment. That's not what ended up happening. I ended up going to court, and we ended up settling on me leaving before the first of the year, moving out before the first of the year, and then setting up $100 payments monthly until the full amount was paid off. And that happened. I was out by the 30th, or I was out before the 31st, so it was like a Friday the 30th, and I returned my keys, and I left a $100 money order for the first of the month. And since then, I've also had to give full parenting time to the father of my children, so that the kids could finish the school year, opposed to starting a new school in the middle of the year, and me not having like a place to have them. And since then also, I am staying with my boyfriend. We're renting a room currently with family, and when I have my weekends with my kids, I go to my mom's house where I can have my kids. And this is temporary until we find a place and where we're able to like put down roots. There's so much stress. It sounds minimal when I say it like that, but it feels drastic in the moment, the day-to-day. It's, almost completely through January, got like 20 more days, less than 20 days, like 10 days or something. So my daughter's birthday is in 6 days, and because I don't have them full time, I won't have her on her birthday, but I might be able to like come and see her at school for a little bit, or bring her breakfast or something. And I have not gone like this long without my kids, or this much time without my kids, since they've been alive. And my daughter's gonna be 8 and my son is 9. And I've been trying to like mentally prepare myself when it comes to like knowing that I'm not going to be able to have them all the time. And then I feel somewhat guilty for trying not to worry about it, because in my head, if you worry about something, that means that you care. And me trying to say that like if I'm trying to be like, oh, it's not bothering me, or to be at peace, or to accept what's happening, almost is to feel neglectful of it. So I'm having like a lot of internal conflict with that. When it comes to like my job, because last I discussed on this channel about how I finally thought I found a place. Didn't end up working out yet again. And it was, I feel like that is going to be like a whole separate video on all of that, because the internal conflict with that, and then, like a whole nother trauma, right? Definitely affects me on the day to day. And and I don't know what to do about that. Like, I will dream about the last job that I was at, and it upsets me to the point where I'll wake up and I won't be able to stop thinking about it. And it hurts. It really upsets me to my core that there was nothing that I could do. And when people decide that they want to feel a certain type of way, there's literally nothing that you could do about it. And I feel like I said that several times to my boss, to which she knew I was getting evicted. And as a hairstylist, there are blackout dates where it's everybody's trying to get a haircut at once, which means that we are booked all through the day. And during those blackout seasons when we're booked the whole day, we're not trying to hire anybody because we're trying to get through it. And for me to get let go during blackout season, I went without a job during the holidays, and I wasn't able to, start paying on my money, or the money that I owed for my apartment. And if it wasn't for my boyfriend, which I don't know if I said that already, but I met my boyfriend when I was at that place where I was working. And if I wouldn't have met him and all that would have happened, I don't think I would have made it to see 2023. Because with me not being able to have a place of employment where I fit in, regardless of my standing, when it comes to like having, I'm getting evicted, I'm not about to have a place, I have 2 kids, it's the holidays, like, yeah, I seen, like, in my head, I like was not gonna leave the apartment. Like, it would have been like my soul was not there, but my body would have still been there, type of shit. And I am very grateful for my boyfriend, because he has helped me a lot with looking into the future and consoling me in the present. So I'm very grateful for that. But it was a real close one, and I haven't been doing uploads because I was all up in it. So this is where we're at now. Currently I have started another job, and I am terrified to be hopeful about this job. I want to say that it's a good place. I want to say that the people that I'm working with are not the same kind of people that I had been working with. So I would like to be hopeful, although with my track record, it's really hard for me to be hopeful. So I'm just like, I'm shutting down emotionally. Like, so much has been taken from me after so much effort had been applied that it's almost painful to have hope, because that entails that there's something that has not ever paid off for me, like having hope. Like, oh, like I was so fucking excited. Like, if you look back at my previous videos where I was talking about finally getting this job, like I was like, this job is my saving grace. Like, I'm so fucking happy that I'm here. I love this place. Like, I really did have the highest hopes for that establishment. And my boss, I thought she was one way, but then she ended up being like really ruthless and not giving a fuck. And that hurt me a lot, mentally and, financially. And without my boyfriend, I wouldn't have been able to get Christmas presents for my kids. So, I mean, yeah. And the whole like codependency thing that I got going on, right? Or the codependency thing that I've had, I'm triggered because like needing help and having somebody who wants to help you, like, there's a conflict of interest at that point. So this is where we're at, and I will make another video shortly to discuss what happened at my last place of employment. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I love you.